And next on Old Racing Games is our exclusive coverage of the 1997 Formula 1 season, presented by Adam Flynn.
This young man really is a superlative driver. Look at this! Look at this! He's just hit Verstappen. It's a win for Giancarlo Fisichella.
1997 was a pretty memorable year in Formula 1. McLaren were back winning races for the first time in 4 years, Alain Prost and Jackie Stewart had set up their own teams, and a fierce two-way fight for the World Championship went down to the wire and ended in an infamous collision. Towards the end of the year, the second ever Formula 1 game for the PlayStation was released, and this is it. Formula 1 97 was a sequel to Formula 1, which I've looked at previously. Once again you can race as all of your favourite drivers. Michael Schumacher, Damon Hill, Jean Alesi, Williams number 1, they're all there. Williams number 1? Well, Jacques Villeneuve had copyrighted his name by this point, so the developers weren't able to put him in. But rather craftily they added in a function that lets you edit the drivers' names, so you can just change it yourself. Hehehe, you'll have to be smarter than that, JV. Once you finish making the obvious change to Olivier Panis, you can pick a track and start racing. Now, I had this grand idea of doing a full season where I'd be in championship contention going into the last race, and having a big epic finale where I came out on top. Unfortunately though, I forgot that I was crap, and despite my best efforts I could only drag David Coulthard up to third in the standings. However, there's still a championship fight to resolve between Schuey and Villeneuve, and those always end well, so let's see how it plays out. Before we get to that though, here's an expertly put together montage of the rest of the season to build the tension, with some Murray Walker inspired commentary by yours truly. And the 1997 season is go! What a great start by Jean Alesi! Schumacher makes a move for the lead, he's done it! Coulthard's put a wheel on the grass and that's a big crash with Panis. Oh no, that's Trulli! That's Villeneuve, he's blown up! Bennett and Zara getting very close. Whoa! Huge accident at turn 1. What a truly remarkable season this has been. It's a win for Frentzen. Gerhard Berger wins in Germany. That's back-to-back wins for David Coulthard. Villeneuve wins the British Grand Prix. And Schumacher wins. It's all set up nicely now for the final in Jerez. Here we go then, the Championship Showdown. Not that you'll see much of it from my point of view, unless I can fight my way to the front. That first corner sums up my driving in this season. This is a tough game to get the hang of. It's so easy to get caught up in a collision and suddenly you're miles behind. To even have a chance of being competitive in this, I've had to turn some of the assists on. Even then I'm only just making the corners though. I'm having a bit of a lonely race at the moment, too many mistakes on the first lap, but even so I've really enjoyed doing this season. I've had to do it over several days. It would have been nice to be able to do 3-lap races, but this is the lowest it goes. And we rejoin the action as a Sauber blows up and Coulthard drives off the track. I don't think I'm going to be any threat to the front runners in this one. In fact, I didn't make much more progress at all. I had a pretty good fight with my teammate over the last 2 laps and eventually finished 10th. It would get me a point today, but back in 1997, that counted for nothing. Evidently there were no controversial collisions at the front as Michael Schumacher held off Jacques Villeneuve to win the race and therefore claim the championship. Apologies that you didn't actually see any of that. So there you have it. F1 1997 is a tricky game to master, and clearly I haven't, but it's immense fun nonetheless. It's a good step up from its predecessor, and well worthy of a play. All that's left for me to say is thank you for watching, and we'll see you in 1998.